Hey, this is Artie Astor from B Sharp and C. I put out the call just yesterday that I wanted someone to suggest to me a cover that they think is better than the original, and someone said the song Imagine by A Perfect Circle. Duh. Oh, wow. Okay, I can tell by this that it's going to be very different from the original. Immediately. This is going to be nothing like the original.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us.
Love the effects on the vocals.
Above us only sky.
This is really nice.
Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do.
Nice.
Nothing to kill or die for.
Oh, nice.
No religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer,
Wow.
but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us
Wow.
and the world will go on.
Wow. So far, I am just completely blown away that they could take a song like Imagine and then do this to it. It's just amazing. It's like a gothic metal sound. I've never heard of A Perfect Circle, by the way, so I don't even know the band, so I don't know what genre they fall into, but this almost reminds me of like a gothic metal experimental type of type of music, and I wouldn't doubt it if they dabbled in like progressive metal. I don't know, but that's kind of the vibe that I get from it. It's super super good. And you know, you listen to John Lennon do Imagine, and there's a melancholy that you feel. There's a sadness that you can tell he feels looking at the scene of the world. And how appropriate in the 21st century. This was 11 years ago, this concert here. There is a studio version. I just decided to do the live version. Figured why the heck not? It's nice to see them actually perform it. Um, what was I going to say? I was going to say something. Um, yeah, this is 11 years ago. So maybe they did this in 2012 or whatever. I don't know what year they actually released their version of the song, but I can say that we live in darker times. So John Lennon, when he wrote the song, was living in a very dark time, right? But the times we live in now are infinitely, infinitely darker than they were 50 years ago. Um, so, how appropriate to have a song like this where you. Oh, when did he write that? I don't think it was 50 years ago. It might have been a little bit less. But, anyways, how appropriate. I don't know anyone today who thinks the world is in perfect shape. No one that I talk to, religious, non-religious, no one that I talk to says, "Hey, Adi, things are just so perfect in my life. Everything's peachy keen. Everything's going perfect. I have no problems. My health is fine." And it's weird because the health field is another industry that makes people feel as though they are sick. And a lot of people are just not enjoying life. And they look at the news, they look at everything else, and they feel the lyrics to this song. But this version of it here is bringing a more impactful way of consuming those lyrics. Anyways, let's continue.
Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer,
Nice.
but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us in a world living.
Nice.
Imagine no puns.
All right, I don't know what they're going into now. There's still a minute and 39 seconds left of the song, so I'll go back and we'll start that again. I do have to say I am extremely irritated by two things with this. This video is like not even 720p. I don't know why the video quality is so bad. And the way the video was filmed, the way that they kind of, especially in the beginning, when they showed a lot of, they added a lot of filters, like static filters and things like that, to the video, so you couldn't really see the artists. I don't know anyone who likes watching videos like that. I understand there's the capability to make a crazy video, but as far as I know, people actually like to not watch obscured things. They want to see what's being shown. I don't know anyone who sits down and watches like a music video or a concert and says, "Wow, I like the fact that it's never clear." And you have a kaleidoscope every now and then it turns into static, and then you have some weird swirly thing happening, and then some lines going through. This is excellent. No one wants to watch that. So I think that sometimes people go a little too crazy with the filters when they're making videos. I've been guilty of it. I think they're guilty of it here. But as far as the actual interpretation of this song and the way that they're performing it, second to none. Perfect. Perfect. In my opinion, it's perfect. I mean, you can do that song also, when you stop and think about it, is very open. It's a very simple song, and the chord progressions are simple. Just about everything about it is simple. So you can take that song and make it into any genre you want. You really can. I mean, you can do that with any song. You can take the heaviest heavy metal song and then turn it into a folk song if you want to. It's been done before. John Lennon, the way that that song was actually released just was like, bam, it's very, very, very open. So it's easy to take it and then be creative with it. Anyways, let's go back.
Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can.
I like that vocal effect.
No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of men. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a
Wow. I mean, if you look at that, they're at Red Rocks, which is just an amazing natural amphitheater. It's an amazing venue, but the video is just such horrible quality. What is this? It's from the owner, the person who posted this is Heliotropical Soul. Perfect. Imagine Stone and Echo live at Red Rocks. A perfect cover. Yeah. It's really, 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 really nice. If I had to compare this to the original, I just wouldn't. I wouldn't compare this to the original. It's different. And it's very difficult for me to take a song where someone does a cover. And it's so funny. I just did a video for Nightwish where they covered the song High Hopes by Pink Floyd, and then people would just come in and then just one sentence. This isn't a cover, it's a tribute. Um, it's a cover, okay? Now they might have been doing a tribute to David Gilmour, but they're covering a Pink Floyd song. They're not a cover band, but they're covering a Pink Floyd song. Um, and I hate when I get that in the comments where I make a 25-minute video. It takes me like an hour to edit. I do all this work and I post it, and then someone that they watch 4 minutes of it and then they say it's not a cover, it's a tribute, and then they move on as though they just solved all the world's problems. Those people are the ones at the dinner table that interrupt you and correct you all the time. Actually, no, there's not 4 tablespoons in a such and such. There's 8. And you didn't know that there was 4 pints in a gallon? I have no idea how many pints are in a gallon, but I mean, those people are annoying. Um, Look past the stuff that doesn't matter. So when Nightwish was doing this song, right, when they decided, whoever it was that decided to do it, when Nightwish decided to do um, High Hopes, they wanted to do it as a tribute to the original artist, which is David Gilmour, right? But a tribute song is supposed to be exactly like the song that the original artist did. You're replicating what they did, right? It's aiming to recreate the original artist's look, sound, and stage presence. Nightwish didn't do that with High Hopes. It's a cover song. This here, Perfect Circle, is a cover song of the song Imagine. They made no effort to actually do everything the way John Lennon did, right? However, I'm sure as they were doing the song in their hearts, they were doing it as a tribute to John Lennon. But it doesn't fall into a tribute song because a tribute song usually comes from a tribute band that does everything to actually replicate the sound, look, stage presence, and and version of the song that they're covering. Getting back to the point here, this song here, Imagine by Perfect Circle, is just fantastic. I like it. I think it's a great tribute to John Lennon, but I also think it's an amazing cover song. Um, that's it. That's all I have to say. I think it was great. I think it was really great. I do not think it was better than the original. I do not think it was worse than the original. They did such a good job of making it their own that it's just its own. There's Imagine, and the moods are completely different. It's just Imagine by John Lennon, Imagine by Perfect Circle.